Ready to learn English? Listen to our English videos every day to unlock your potential. In today's video, we are going to practice your English. Prepare for a speaking exam at the level B1. This is perfect if you want to apply for citizenship or settlement in the UK. Don't worry, relax, just listen and practice with me. I'm here by your side. The more you listen and practice, the more confident you will become. Trust me, let's get practicing. Grab a notebook to write down any important notes. Let's jump right in.
Good morning. My name is Diana. What's your name?
Good morning. My name is Carson Wong.
Nice to meet you, Carson. Could you spell your surname for me, please?
Yes, it's W-O-N-G.
Thank you. Now, first I'd like to hear a little about the topic you have prepared. What topic have you brought to discuss today?
I've brought the topic of traditional festivals in Hong Kong, specifically the Mid-Autumn Festival.
Excellent choice. Can you tell me why you chose this topic?
I chose it because the Mid-Autumn Festival is one of my favorite times of the year. It's a festival that brings my family together, and I think it really shows an important part of Hong Kong culture.
That's wonderful. Please go ahead and tell me about it.
Well, the Mid-Autumn Festival is celebrated on the 15th day of the 8th lunar month, which usually falls in September or October. It's a time when families gather to celebrate the full moon and give thanks for the harvest. The most important tradition is eating mooncakes. They are round pastries that symbolize reunion and completeness. My family always buys traditional mooncakes with lotus seed paste and salted egg yolks inside. The egg yolk represents the full moon.
That sounds delicious. Do you have a favorite memory of celebrating this festival?
Yes, definitely. When I was a child, my parents used to take me to Victoria Park on the night of the festival. There are always beautiful lantern displays there. I remember carrying a small paper lantern shaped like a rabbit, because in Chinese culture, there's a story about a jade rabbit living on the moon. I would walk around the park with my lantern, looking at all the different lights, and my grandmother would tell me stories about the moon. It was magical.
That's a lovely memory. Do you still celebrate the festival in the same way now?
In some ways, yes, but things have changed a little. Now, instead of going to the park with my parents, I go with my friends. We still look at the lanterns, but we also take lots of photos for social media. And these days, people eat many different kinds of mooncakes, not just the traditional ones. There are snow skin mooncakes, ice cream mooncakes, even chocolate ones. My friends prefer those, but I still love the traditional lotus seed paste ones best.
Thank you for sharing that, Carson. Now, we're going to move on to a conversation about festivals in Hong Kong more generally. Let's start with another important local festival. Can you tell me about the Cheung Chau Bun Festival?
Oh yes, the Cheung Chau Bun Festival is very famous. It's also called the Cheung Chau Jiao Festival, and it happens every year on the island of Cheung Chau. It usually takes place in May, during the 4th lunar month.
What happens during this festival?
There are many activities, but the most famous one is the bun scrambling competition. 3 tall towers are covered with thousands of plastic buns, and participants race to the top to grab as many buns as possible. The buns have the Chinese characters for peace and safety stamped on them. People believe that getting these buns brings good luck.
That sounds incredible. Have you ever been to see it?
Yes, I went once with my family when I was about 12 years old. I remember it was incredibly crowded. There was also a big parade with children dressed up as famous characters from Chinese history and legends. Some children were carried through the streets on stands above everyone's heads. They looked like they were floating above the crowd. It was amazing to watch.
Do you know the story behind this festival?
Yes, according to legend, a long time ago during the Qing dynasty, there was a terrible plague on Cheung Chau Island. The local people prayed to the god Pak Tai for help, and they paraded his image through the streets to chase away the evil spirits. After the plague ended, they continued the festival every year to give thanks. So it's over 100 years old now.
That's fascinating. Now, let's talk about another important Hong Kong tradition, the Fire Dragon Dance. Have you ever seen it?
Yes, the Tai Hang Fire Dragon Dance is amazing. It happens during the Mid-Autumn Festival in the Tai Hang area of Causeway Bay. A huge dragon is made of straw and rope, and it's covered with thousands of burning incense sticks. Over 300 performers carry the dragon through the streets while it dances and moves. It's so bright and smoky and exciting.
Wow, 300 performers. Why do they use incense sticks?
The incense is believed to bring good luck and drive away evil spirits. At the end of the performance, the performers take out the burnt incense sticks and give them to the spectators. People believe these lucky sticks bring good fortune. It's a tradition that started over 100 years ago, and now it's recognized as a national intangible cultural heritage.
That's wonderful. Do you know the story of how the Fire Dragon Dance began?
I've heard that it started in the 19th century in Tai Hang village. There was a plague, and the villagers danced with a fire dragon and set off firecrackers to drive away the evil spirits. It worked, and they continued the tradition every year since.
Let's talk about Hau Festival now. What do you know about this celebration?
Hau is the goddess of the sea, and she's very important in Hong Kong because we are a coastal city with many fishermen. Her festival is on the 23rd day of the 3rd lunar month. There are Hau temples all over Hong Kong, I think in 18 different areas. Some of the most famous ones are in Yuen Long, Sai Kung, and on Lama Island.
How do people celebrate the Hau Festival?
Different places have different celebrations, but usually there are Cantonese opera performances, parades, and floral tribute lotteries. In Yuen Long, there's a big parade with thousands of participants, including lion dances, dragon dances, and marching bands. Some fishing communities even have parades on boats and dragon boat racing. It's a way for fishing families to thank Hau for protecting them at sea.
That sounds like a very community-focused festival.
Yes, exactly. These festivals really bring communities together. In the past, fishing villages were very close, and these celebrations were the highlight of the year. Even today, people who have moved away from those villages often come back for the festival.
Now, thinking about festivals in general, how do you think celebrations in Hong Kong have changed over the years?
That's an interesting question. I think some things have changed a lot, but the important traditions remain. For example, during Mid-Autumn Festival, my grandmother's generation would make their own mooncakes at home. Now, almost everyone buys them from shops. And there are so many new flavors now, even chocolate and ice cream mooncakes. But the meaning is the same. Families still gather together to look at the moon and share the mooncakes.
What about the younger generation? Are young people in Hong Kong still interested in traditional festivals?
I think yes, but maybe for different reasons. My friends and I love going to the lantern displays because they're beautiful and we can take nice photos. Some festivals have become popular on social media. The Cheung Chau Bun Festival, for example, attracts many young people now because it's so unique and exciting. So I think the way young people experience festivals has changed, but they still care about them.
Do you have a favorite festival memory from your childhood?
I have many, but one special memory is from Chinese New Year. My grandmother used to take me to the flower markets. We would walk through the stalls, looking at all the beautiful flowers, peach blossoms, orchids, chrysanthemums. She would explain what each flower symbolized. Peach blossoms bring romance, chrysanthemums bring longevity. We would always buy kumquat trees for good fortune. Even now, when I go to the flower market, I remember walking with her and holding her hand.
That's a beautiful memory. It sounds like festivals are a way to connect with family history.
Yes, absolutely. Festivals connect us to our grandparents, to our culture, to our history. When I celebrate these festivals, I feel like I'm part of something bigger than myself.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much, Carson. It has been a pleasure talking with you today.
Thank you. It was nice talking to you too. Thank you for watching. Please give the video a like. Subscribe for more of these videos.